Here, see how shiny it is? Welcome to today's Vlogmas, day 17. And what we're doing today is going over the small haul I did for my family's annual holiday ugly Christmas sweater and cookie swap. I'm gonna go through and show you everything I bought and the ingredients I'm gonna need for today's dinner. So come join us. Okay, this is the ingredients that we bought. I just bought a regular pack of bacon. It was $19 from Walmart. And we having candy yams. This is on the menu of candy yams. I bought this when I frosted my brownie cookies. You know, regular napkins. And then I saw this dipping oil cookie kit. So that'll be part of the cookie swap also. Of course, I like my Simply Lemonade. Well, it seemed like it was open. Hold on. Okay, it's not open. And Hawaiian punch, what I bought for the other day for the kids' school. This is me going on my meatballs, my sweet and sour meatballs, sweet baby rays, whipped topping for the drinks I'm having, and then Hennessy for my Hennessy cookies. This is going on top of my Hennessy cookies. You know, of course, these are for adults. We're frying fish, and we're having shrimp, and this is the vegetarian meatballs that I got from my sister. They're plant-based because she doesn't eat meat. And then regular sauce. I didn't feel like making meatballs. So regular Italian meatballs. And that like I said, I'm doing them with sweet and sour, which would be grape jelly and the Hawaiian and the baby rays and a pinch of cinnamon and some hot sauce. Brown sugar for my cookies. I got cream cheese, which I forgot to get some from the grocery store, so I ran to Dollar Tree, which is nothing really wrong with it if you're using it. I won't spread this on a bagel, but I can use it for my macaroni and cheese. I got the cheese for macaroni and cheese, which I'm going to shred. Here's the elbow macaroni. Here's the corn on the cob. Then she's going to make her corn on the cob, her Parmesan corn on the cob. My Jiffy cornbread, which I know is a shortcut to making cornbread, but I take a lot of shortcuts here. The butter, we needed more butter. It was down to like 3 packs. And eggnog for our drinks. These are what the kids will be drinking. And you know, the adults going to have adult punch and adult drinks. And then this is what the kids will be drinking. Brownies, I'm using to make my cookie brownies. Kiki bought this for someone. I couldn't tell you who she bought this with, a Christmas present. But this is a little haul that I have. Okay, what I'm about to do is start on my candy yams. Oh, I'm taking the shortcut of doing that this time. I just opened a couple back cans of candy yams, and okay. We're about to start on the Hennessy cookies. See, I got the Hennessy, and no, I'm not sponsored, but I would like to be, but I'm not sponsored by Hennessy. Okay, the ingredients, it's a basic sugar cookie, and what you do when you incorporate that with the wet ingredients, you just add a couple tablespoons of Hennessy, and that means you got to add more flour because you don't want it a wet cookie. You want it a dry sugar cookie. Okay, so you need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder, which is right here, and 1 egg, a cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 cup of unsalted butter, but I still use salted anyway. To me, it makes a better cookie. Okay, so I'm gonna start on this, and then I'm gonna put all this together, and we'll see what the cookie's gonna turn out to be. Okay, it says 3 cups of flour, 1, 2, 3. Okay. These are all the dry ingredients. Along with, this is a 2 teaspoons. Again, I forgot to buy some parchment paper. Should have learned it the last time I made cookie spray. And what I have to do is make my glaze now with my brown sugar. Oh, I forgot, I'm going to turn half of these into chocolate. So I'm going to take some of them out, some of the dough out and turn it into chocolate. So I just took Hennessy and I put it on top of some brown sugar. So I have to separate half this batch and add some cocoa powder to it. What I'm going to do is add a little bit more Henny to this, because this cocoa powder is kind of dry. That's like a half a cup of cocoa powder. Nice chocolate cookie. Then you take the glaze. For the chocolate, I'm gonna do smaller balls and finish off this in the bowl. We're now starting on a brownie cookie recipe. And what I do is I take brownie mix, and it's the same. I just don't use water or oil. I use it'd be a whole stick of butter this time because it's two packs of brownie. There's only one pack. It'd be a half a stick of brownie. I mean half a stick of butter. And then it'd be 4 eggs. Maybe a stick of butter. And then I always add vanilla. Give it like a homemade taste. I'll add a little bit more cocoa powder. Like I said, I want a cookie consistency and not too cakey and not too brownie, too oily of the brownie. So, and then I add milk. Spray the pans down. This is the cookie cutter I'm going to use. I couldn't find my Christmas. Like I said, we just moved, just closed on this house back in June. So I couldn't find my Christmas cookie cutters. They're somewhere here. I just can't find them. They might be in my outdoor storage facilities. So I'm just going to use that to this, and I just spread it out because I don't want it too thick. My first cookies, the Hennessy sugar cookie, and let them sit here. I'm set them over. Okay, I'm back, and yes, I did change because the party's about to start soon. What I gotta do is throw the macaroni and cheese in the oven. So I have the cream cheese, which I'm about to add to the grill, and I'm about to shred some more cheese up because to me it's not cheesy enough. Now I'm about to add this and the cream cheese to my grill. And a little bit of sour cream. Okay, these are the cookies. We have the Hennessy sugar cookies here, the chocolate Hennessy sugar cookies. We have the four ingredient peanut butter cookies, and I made whoopie cookies out of the brownies because they didn't come out right, but I made whoopie cookies out of the brownies, which I just took the cookies and added whipped cream in the center of them, and I put them together. But everything looks good. I'm just waiting on my guests to come now. So here we go. Candy yams, cornbread, shrimp, baked macaroni and cheese, beef meatballs, veggie meatballs, and fried corn. Just waiting for my family to come over.